We know that this is a practice under Islamic law. The honor killing is the final act.
Sometimes it's suspicion which turns out to be wrong, but just enough that the honor of the family is threatened and people set into motion actions which lead to the loss of human life. Something which Islam is completely opposed to. It is not honor killing, it is murder. It is murder, and the consequence for it is execution, is death. That is the Sharia. But in countries like Jordan, etc., if somebody kills for honor, the country recognizes the custom, and so the penalty is light. 4 years in jail. They say it's wrong, shouldn't do it, but the full force of the law is not applied. So you will always find a family member who's ready. He will jump up and say, I'm ready to do those 4 years for the sake of the honor of the family.
We know that this is a practice under Islamic law. The honor killing is the final act.
Honor killing. Something which Sharia has no place for. There's no such thing in the Sharia called honor killing.
And forward. Recently we got all hyped up about the Aqsa Parvez murder, and we're wondering, what does that have to do with Islam? And some people are thinking, well, yeah, that's Islam's teaching, you know, honor killings all over the Muslim world. What are Muslims doing? They're following the Quran. They're not following the Quran. The Quran, in fact, prohibits Muslims from taking innocent life. And taking a life for what people call honor killing is actually a dishonorable murder, as far as I can understand from the Quran. But we can see that in the Bible there is some hint of something that we might call honor killing.
We cannot sanction this gender side. We cannot sanction the diminishment and dehumanization of women.
Honor killings,
well, how does Islam perceive that? How can
Islam has no concept of that. Islam has no concept of that. The Christian Arabs do that. Mexicans used to do that.
Mm-hmm. But there are reports of it in other Muslim countries. There's reports of it in Pakistan.
This used to happen all over the world. This happened in Christian countries. This is just a situation that existed in many parts of the world. It doesn't justify it, but the fact that it still exists in that part of the world is only indicative of the fact that that familial honor is still an extremely important, if not a central element to those societies. And a woman's chastity is still considered something that is at the essence of the honor of a family, as well as the chastity of a male, but because it tends to be a patriarchal culture, and because of the fact that women, when they lose their virginity, there are generally physical signs of it, and certainly pregnancy can occur, whereas with a man is more veiled than a woman in that situation, but in no way does it mean that a man who commits fornication or adultery is any less condemnable than a woman. Mm-hmm. They're both terrible breaches of divine comportment. But I would say that the Christians have the same concept in their ignorant societies. Arab Christians have done this. So there was an Arab Christian that killed his daughter in Chicago. This occurred in the United States. It's a very sick thing to do. I find somebody would have to be a really sick human being to be able to kill their own progeny. But in America, there's been over 20 million abortions. And the only difference in America is that they say, well, these are unborn. You know, so I think before Americans start pointing the finger at 30 honor killings in Jordan, let's look at 20 million babies that have been killed in America. Right? Really? I mean, America is it's a culture of amazing paradox.
We know that this is a practice under Islamic law. The honor killing is the final act.
Honor killing. Something which Sharia has no place for. There's no such thing in the Sharia called honor killing.